Alright folks, we are now going to do the north-south tour of Egg Harbor City. We are on Atlantic Avenue, which forms the southern edge of Egg Harbor City, the boundary between Egg Harbor and Galloway Township. This is Atlantic Avenue, and this first side street we're going to see is Antwerp. See the pitch pine forests here? But we're going to use New Orleans for our tour. So Galloway Township is over there. There's the railroad. Galloway Township's on the other side of the railroad. This is New Orleans, a fairly typical street in Egg Harbor. We started at the southern edge of the city. This block is mostly vacant. There's a bowling alley on that side. There's some beautiful houses over there. And this is Route 30, also called Agassiz Street, named after a person. Alright, I'm going to wait to cross. Okay, we've crossed Route 30. There's a lot of nice street trees on these streets in Egg Harbor. Houses from different time periods. First stop sign, next stop sign I should say, Arago Street. All these so-called streets are named after people that would have been well known to the Germans of the 1850s. Now what we're going to do, okay, the next street here is Beethoven, although it's not marked. What we're going to do is go all the way over to Washington Avenue. So we're going to pick up over there. Alright, we're going up Washington Avenue now. I chose Washington to continue the tour because it's got some items of interest. Watch out for this landscaper going really fast. Alright, our next street is Burger Street. B-U-E-R-G-E-R, Burger, named after a person. Continuing up northward. There's a nice wisteria in that yard. Some beautiful pitch pines. Alright, the next street here, Camp Street. C-A-M-P-E, named after a person. Beautiful pitch pine over there. Alright. Alright, now, what we've got here is a stream. A beautiful stream and a cedar swamp. And beavers live in there. So because of that cedar swamp and that stream, there are no houses. So they chose not to maintain the asphalt on this section of Washington. Now what we're going to do is drive over to Norfolk, which is only one block. So I'm going to keep the camera rolling. this is Norfolk. Norfolk doesn't have a stop street coming up. Okay, now, beautiful, beautiful pitch pines here. Now normally, the next street would be Dürer Street. I don't know if it's around here, but it doesn't go through this side of the city. So we've got beautiful Atlantic white cedars and pitch pines in here. I did a video in here once before. Some pretty old pitch pines in here. This is Norfolk. We just crossed over Dürer Street, which isn't even on this side of this western side of the city. And straight ahead, the next stop street is Dürer Street, D-U-E-R-E-R, named after a person. And that's the extent of the developed part of the city, with a few exceptions further north. And Norfolk continues straight ahead as a trail into that property there, which I think Egg Harbor City wants to develop. Now you drive over to Philadelphia Avenue, seen in the east-west tour. You drive over to Philadelphia and you can go all the way north in the city. And some of the streets exist over there, but most of them don't. And hardly anybody lives that far north. And then you eventually reach the Molucca River. So that's it.